My name is Greg Maslow. I'm the farm manager at Newton Community Farm. We're here in one of our 3 hoop houses today so I can talk to you about season extension and what we do on the farm during the winter. This hoop house we actually use in the spring to produce seedlings. In the winter we flip our benches over, fill them with potting soil, and we plant them for harvest during December, January. In our second large hoop house, we use it during the spring and summer to do season extension by starting tomatoes or other heat-loving crops earlier than we would outdoors. They're usually made of steel bows covered with high-quality plastic. The plastic traps solar radiation, heating it up during the day. So we have cherry tomatoes growing in here. We'll walk down in a minute and you'll see that we have Swiss chard and lettuce already started for when we roll this down in a month, and we'll be planting spinach next week. So now it's mid-October. Our cherry tomatoes are still growing strong. Our goal is to keep them going into November. That's a movable hoop house, and we'll roll that hoop house down the tracks over an already established crop. So these are the crops that will be covered with our movable hoop house in another month or so. So in the middle we have Swiss chard. The far bed will be planted early next week with spinach. And this front bed is actually head lettuce on really tight spacing. Hoop houses, greenhouses, that's the most valuable property on your farm. You really want to try and maximize the dollar per square foot you're getting out of that land because it's so valuable. Our third hoop house we use to protect a very late planting of plum tomatoes that we will harvest around Thanksgiving. But we also do a lot directly in the field to extend our season. We use hardy crops that like to grow in the cold weather and can handle a frost. Leeks are just really cold hardy. So these leeks actually could just sit here all winter long and be harvested next spring with absolutely no damage to the leeks. We also plant crops now that we are planning to actually harvest in the following season. Here we have 4 beds of carrots. These carrots, there's not a chance that these carrots will be harvestable size this year. By getting these carrots started the previous fall, we'll be able to harvest these by probably April of next year, May at the absolute latest. Typically we wouldn't even be able to plant carrots until late March, early April, and then they wouldn't be ready till the end of June. So we're getting, like 2 months jump by planting them in the fall. We have lots of tunnels like this, so we do this for season extension. So this is what was called row covers. Our goal is to get them by that point in November where they're going to stop growing to be the right size, to be hardy enough to survive the winter under row cover, and then in February start growing again. So you can see here we've got 200 row feet of lettuces. This is all lettuce that most likely is going to be not harvested till spring. A lot of these plants that we grow can freeze and will not be destroyed by a freeze. The important point though is that if you pick it while it's frozen, it'll turn to mush. And what you need to do is you need to wait until the temperature rises above freezing so that those leaves have thawed. Then you can pick them and they're perfectly fine. In fact, they're usually sweeter. That freezing action starts to convert starches to sugars and actually improves the flavor of lots of winter crops. Spinach in particular is very noticeable how sweet it gets after it's had a hard frost. On a cloudy day we might never get that window of opportunity to harvest during the day, whereas in a hoop house, even on a cloudy day, there's still ultraviolet radiation coming through the clouds, which is being trapped in the greenhouse and raising the temperature in here, hopefully enough that we can get in and harvest. So my goal at the farm stand is to have overwintered kale, overwintered lettuce, overwintered scallions, asparagus, rhubarb, sorrel, some of our perennial herbs, overwintered spinach. And this year with the chard in the greenhouse, hopefully we'll have chard. So we're going to have, maybe 10 or 12 things at our farm stand when it opens in late April. Newton Community Farm is a community farm. We are open to the public 7 days a week. and we love to talk to people and share our knowledge. So if you'd like to come stop by, you're welcome to tour the fields, and if the farmers happen to be around, you're welcome to stop us and ask some questions. Thank you.